Tomorrow morning, thousands of people will fill the Prime Osborne Convention Center to celebrate the life of the man who transformed it and the city of Jacksonville. Today, crews were setting up for the service to honor former Mayor Jake Godbold. The celebration of life for Jake Godbold is less than 12 hours away now. The 86-year-old spent most of his life advocating for the city he grew up in and loved dearly.
The former Jacksonville mayor served in office almost 20 years between his time on city council and then as the face of the city. One 10-year stretch cemented his legacy, known as the billion-dollar decade in Duval County.
Jake Godbold passed away January 23rd. His contributions to Jacksonville won't fade for a long, long time. First elected in 1979, the mayor created a record-setting decade for downtown development.
We had a tremendous downtown development period. We had the thing that said I think they referred to it as the billion-dollar decade.
It's not just about the names. It's not just about brick and mortar. I think he left more than that. And like I said earlier, when cranes start coming up in Jacksonville, that's what Jake's dream was. That's what all of our dreams were. He wants to see cranes in downtown Jacksonville.
By the mid-'80s, almost $250 million in projects had been completed, and $287 million more were hard at work. Another $600 million in construction would be underway by 1987, putting $1 billion into downtown development over that decade. One of the notable achievements, of course, was the Jacksonville Landing at the foot of the Main Street Bridge. It opened in June 1987 with a large crowd and lots of excitement.
We needed a centerpiece, not a corner piece, a centerpiece that we could build from.
During that time, the South Bank Riverwalk was built, the Omni Hotel, the Haskell headquarters, the old Union Terminal train station was recreated and became the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Godbold's supporters in the Downtown Development Authority said the dramatically changing skyline has created a strong sense of community pride, the enthusiasm is contagious, and the impact long-lasting.
So for nearly a decade as mayor, he had this extraordinary influence, and people will talk about downtown and all he did, what he did for the people. But in the years that followed, he also had extraordinary influence right up to this very day.
And one of the questions may be, how did Godbold succeed in building that billion-dollar decade? He pursued federal money in addition to state money, and he helped develop TIF, tax increment financing districts, to help redevelop downtown.
And so much of this because of that enthusiasm, contagious enthusiasm that we just heard about. Truly, that was really at his core.
The people in the wake of his death talked about it. He was enthusiastic about everything. And it brought you along too, and you went, well, I'm kind of excited about that too.
Everything Jacksonville, for sure. Mayor Godbold's celebration of life begins tomorrow morning at 10 at the Convention Center, and it is free. No tickets are required. Doors open at 8:30 in the morning. Seating is first come, first served. News4JAX anchor Tom Wills will serve as master of ceremonies for the event. Everyone's invited to attend, or you can watch it live right here on Channel 4.